Hello, and welcome to our second vodcast regarding proofreading. And here I'd like to introduce you to what we call the proofreading wheel, which has some suggestions as to areas you might look at when you're proofreading. And the key message here is that you mustn't take on too much. Many people try to proofread for every single sort of error at once, and that's just too large a job to be able to do well. What we suggest is that you do a first read through of your work and then consider exactly what you need to work on. You've probably got a good idea of what your main strengths and weaknesses are anyway when it comes to written English. So if, for example, you feel that your weakness is generally spelling, then you would look at spelling for one of your proofreads through. You might find that you are happy with the fluency of your written English, so you wouldn't do a particular proofread just for that skill. But you might be concerned about your grammar, in which case you would focus on this on another proofreading read through. So this is what we suggest you do. And these are the areas we suggest you self-edit. So first of all, content. You need to check that your content is appropriate for your assignment. Have you answered the essay question? And have you supported your critical argument with appropriate research? I would also proofread to check for the correct use of academic convention. Have you used an appropriate detached and impersonal voice? Is your vocabulary choice appropriate? Are there any phrases you use that don't add to the meaning? And this is useful because you'll be working to a strict word count. Structure. You need to look and check that your writing follows an appropriate academic structure. Does it have a clear introduction, a critical argument, and come to clear conclusions? You could check to see whether your writing contains signposting sentences, which suggest to the reader that you're in control of the writing, that you know where you're going to place that piece of information, and check for a logical sequence of presented information. I would proofread as well for clarity. Does your choice of language and sentence structure clearly convey the meaning you wish? It can be useful to work in pairs here. Read somebody else's work, and if you're concerned about the meaning of particular passages, you can highlight them as something that perhaps the author should look at. Check too whether you've used overly complex language, and if you have you used it appropriately and accurately? And have you used unnecessary phrases? Have you padded out your essay? If so, you need to think about getting rid of these and replacing them with some more content or research. I would certainly check your citations and referencing. It's imperative that you check that all your research sources are properly cited. Check that your quotations are formatted correctly, and make sure your reference list is both complete and structured according to the Harvard system. And if you're concerned about this, please do refer to our video and our printable resource regarding referencing. So that was a suggestion as to how you could proofread. What I'd like you to do is trial a range of techniques and strategies to support your proofreading. And our exit quiz here will give you the opportunity to do so. And what we want you all to do is to devise and develop a personal process here. Some of the proofreading passes through on the wheel we've just showed you may not be appropriate for you, or you may need to add in proofreading for different skills. The important thing is that you make the effort. Proofreading can make an awful lot of difference to your final grade. Thank you.